changing the world, and then missions is not about money, but it's about people. And it's not about people overseas, it's about people everywhere. You know, one of the craziest things I've heard on this tour so far is I was talking to some friends of mine who are missionaries in South America, which, by the way, South America is exploding with God right now. It's insane. We are here in the lovely Branson, Missouri, at the Presley Theater. This is Lauren Presley. Say hi, Lauren Presley.
Hi, Lauren Presley.
She's got jokes. This is, if you look, this is the Presley Theater in all of her glory. We are standing on the stage of what, it's like it's the original show from Branson, right? Yeah. They have all these shows here, which are crazy and fun, and we just got done watching your family show.
Yeah, we've been here for 42.
42?
No, yeah. That's right.
Her last name is Presley, and she doesn't even know how long.
And there's the original.
That's the original founder of the Presley Theater.
How's it going?
Hi, Grandpa.
Howdy. And so, anyways, but the reason we come here after enjoying this lovely show is that I want to introduce everybody to Lauren. Lauren won the contest to name Gracey the bus. She came up with the name Grace, and I added the Y because I had to have my hand in it a little bit. And but you guys voted on the website, and she won. And so she got to see Gracey for the first time today, and got her T-shirts and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much for naming my house. I appreciate it. And the show was awesome. If you're in Branson, come to Presley's because it is the best show on the strip, bar none. It's fun. And
thank you for letting me name the home.
Thank you. Yeah, is there anything you'd like to tell the people? Maybe about missions or Branson or anything?
I think missions is awesome, and I think every student should have a chance to go on a mission trip because it changes your life. I've been on one and I've never been the same since, so if you haven't gone on one, I think you should.
We are walking into the National Youth Ministries office in Springfield, Missouri. We're going to meet with Jay Mooney, the National Youth Director, maybe see if we can say hi to Chet Caudill, the guy who runs Speed the Light, and everybody else. Let's go say hi to everybody in the Springfield office. Oh, 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 oh. We are in Springfield with Chet Caudill. There we go.
What's up?
Tell everybody how
to voicemail here. Hey, hey guys, pumped to talk to you. Johnny Kelly, we just got done eating lunch, had some great Mexican food, La Hacienda, and I think Johnny loves Mexican food as well. So this is a good world we live in.
I do.
What you got?
And we're riding in the awesome car of Jay Mooney.
We actually had chips and salsa for the light, and I just want you to know I won. Not because I ate the most, but simply because I quit first. These two guys are like the, well, I can't say, but they eat a lot of food. Nonetheless, thanks for what you do and giving Speed the Light, and thank you, Johnny Kelly, for challenging students, riding your bicycle around, and I'll just stick with driving my car for Speed the Light right now. I'll try the exotic things again later in a few months.
All right, we got chips and salsa for the light. I dig that. That's good. Good times. Keep these guys in your prayers because they're doing a lot for us too. What's up? How you guys doing? It's good to be back in Springfield. Do you guys like my new bus? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I live in it. It's comfy. It's really good to be back here. And so many of you guys that I talk to and stuff on Facebook and online, and so thanks for having me. We are at the Convoy of Hope World Distribution Center. We're gonna meet with some of those guys. Should be pretty cool, but there we go. Convoy of Hope. We're walking through the Convoy of Hope warehouse, which is gargantuan. This place is huge. Look at it.
300,000 square feet, 6 football fields under roof.
All right, we're in Convoy of Hope's World Distribution Center with Jeff Nene. Now, what do you do, Jeff, for Convoy of Hope?
Title, I guess, is Senior Director of Communication and Technology, but basically what the folks in our department do is we tell the story of Convoy. Some of the stories that have come in from around the world, we relate those to people, whether it's through the website, through Facebook, Twitter, videos, things like that. We're basically telling the story of what God's doing through Convoy of Hope.
That's awesome. Well, can you tell me, just in a real quick synopsis, so that people that don't know, what exactly is Convoy?
Convoy of Hope's, we actually just came up with a new mission statement, and we talk about the fact that we have a driving passion to feed the world. So first and foremost, we're a feeding ministry, but there are all sorts of different ways to do that. We do it through children's feeding initiatives. We do it through community outreach events, through disaster response, through partner resourcing. And one of the most exciting, I think, is the children's feeding initiatives. Right now we're feeding a little over 20,000 kids every day in schools in different parts of the world.
20,000?
20,000 kids.
That's awesome. Well, hey, do me one there then.
Sure.
Give me one, give me one story that just highlights the change that can make in somebody's life that Convoy has made. You have hundreds, thousands.
I got the perfect story. There was a gentleman, a family actually, husband, wife, and 3 teenage boys living in their car in Roswell, Georgia. And they came to a Convoy outreach event in that suburb of Atlanta. And as they went through the connection tent and had an opportunity to pray with some of the volunteers there that day, they got their lives back together with the Lord. And these volunteers really took this family in and said, hey, we want to help you. So these volunteers got together with this family. They found the father a job. They found them a home they could move into. They found them furniture. They found them clothing. And all of a sudden, this family came that day. They went from living in their car to living in their own home. They went from being distanced from Christ to rediscovering that relationship with Christ. And 1 year later, we had another outreach in the city of Roswell, Georgia, and this family was there volunteering that day to serve guests that were in the same situation they were in year before. So that's just like God's multiplication factor. He takes them and uses them in such a mighty way now.
That is so awesome. See, guys, that's the real. That's what missions is. It's not just money, but it's people, and it's some family in Roswell, Georgia that went from living in their car to now reaching out to people that are living in their car. That's just so awesome. That's what Convoy does. Speed the Light buys the Convoy trucks for them and stuff like that. So when you help Speed the Light, you're helping out Convoy. When you help Convoy, you can go to different places. They have them all the time, different volunteer aspects where you can go maybe somewhere in your area and help, feed people that need feeding. You can donate food, you can donate money. There's plenty of ways to help, and Convoy does some awesome stuff. So any final words?
Nah, just we want to appreciate or let you know we appreciate what you're doing and the fact that you're spreading the word all over this country about what missions is doing. The impact that young people can have when they invest themselves is phenomenal, and we're excited to see it.